Hello, guys. This is another video on the Meet Damien channel. We're going to be talking about uh, Bitcoin and why Bitcoin is crashing down below $40,000 right now. And one of the main reasons for that happening is uh, this company called FTX. FTX is a cryptocurrency exchange that went bankrupt in 2022, and they have to liquidate some of the shares that they hold to help pay back their creditors. If you look right here, we have a news article here from CoinDesk, and it's saying that FTX sold about $1 billion worth of their Grayscale Bitcoin ETF. The Grayscale Bitcoin ETF coming out in January 11th is when it went live for trading, and they sold about $1 billion worth of their shares in the Grayscale ETF, which is causing a lot of outflow, a lot of selling pressure uh, out of uh, out of Bitcoin, and causing the price of Bitcoin to drop down. Um, FTX is not the only company that is selling their Bitcoin. There are some Bitcoin miners out there that are also selling their Bitcoin, but this is a big blow to Bitcoin and a lot of Bitcoin investors that are out there. Um, just going on this article just going on to say that investors have sold more than $2 billion worth of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust since it was converted into an exchange traded fund earlier in January. And a large chunk of that was the FTX bankruptcy estate dumping about 22 million shares of GBTC, which is the ETF that went live earlier in January. And that, yeah, it began trading on January 11th over here. FTX was a cryptocurrency exchange that went bankrupt. Some people might have heard about their CEO, Sam Bankman-Friedman, who caused the company to go down, and there was a billion-dollar company that just went bankrupt back in 2022, made headlines, made the news, and he is now in jail for his financial crimes that he committed. But in the wake of that, they have to try to pay back some of the people that they owe money to, their creditors. And in order for them to do that, they have to sell whatever assets that the company has. And one of those assets was the shares that they had in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust at the time, which has now been converted into a Grayscale Bitcoin ETF. So they took the opportunity to sell those shares, and that has caused the price of Bitcoin to go down a lot going into today. Today being January 22nd of 2024. And I just want to show the crypto fear and greed index and what that's doing. Fear and greed index gives us an idea as to whether people are being greedy or fearful. And right now, the index is showing a 50 on the scale, which is neutral. Okay. And it shows that yesterday it was like 55. So people are getting more scared today. Last week it was 64, and last month it was 71. People were a little bit greedy last month going into Bitcoin. So what does this tell me? This tells me that we could probably go down to lower prices and see that the fear and greed index would drop down lower in numbers to more fearful than it is neutral. So there's still some hope in the market that the prices will go back up. But I mean, how low could Bitcoin go? I want to show you here on TradingView. We have some things to look at over here. This is the Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin chart that I pull up on TradingView, and I just want to show that right now this red number here, Bitcoin's trading at $39,788. It got as low as $39,370 earlier today on Coinbase. And how low could it possibly go? Well, I drew out 2 blue lines here as to where Bitcoin could go next. Okay, uh, this first blue line here. Okay, and let me just blow up the chart a little bit. 39,200 is a price that it could go down to, which it already did earlier today, for the most part. And where did I get that $39,200 number from? Well, I got that number just looking at some of the highs and lows that Bitcoin created in the past. And this is looking at the weekly chart. And you can see that we have some lows. We have some weekly candles here that are wicking up and closing out near the $39,000 level. Okay. And Bitcoin already went down to 39,000. So what's the next level it could possibly go down to? And that one would probably be $36,000 level. And where did I get that number from? Well, that's if you take the Fibonacci sequence numbers going from the top of Bitcoin being at 69,000 all the way down to the low of $15,500 back in November 2022. We come out to like 36,000 being a Fibonacci sequence number. If you use those, the Fibonacci numbers here. And I actually did a quick Fibonacci sequence here, just using the most recent drop that we had in this impulse move that we had from September of 2023, going up to the high that we made in January 8th of 2024. And it gave me some numbers here that it spit out using this fib retracement. And you can see that we have a fib level of 0.382. That shows that Bitcoin could be dropping down to $34,100. And then also another fib level at 37,000. With that being the 0.5 Fibonacci retracing level. So we could see Bitcoin go down anywhere between $37,000 to $34,000 in the next days and weeks ahead of us here in January going into February of 2024. So there could be some room for Bitcoin to go down. And yeah, just doing another quick number off the top of our heads is that we know that Bitcoin has gone down 30% from previous levels when it enters a bull market. Like when we had the bull market in January of 2021, we had Bitcoin go up as high as $41,000, only for it to then go down 2 weeks later down to $28,000. And that's about roughly a 30% move. So with that being said, Bitcoin getting as high as $49,000 in January of 2024, what that could do if we get a 30% retracement from $49,000, and I'll just measure that right here. 30% move puts us at $34,300. Bitcoin could go down as low as $34,300 if it does what it has done in previous bull markets. And that would just be normal. And that would just be another healthy correction in this crazy market, this crazy Bitcoin market that we have here. So, yeah, we could see Bitcoin get down to $34,000 in the next few days or even the next couple of weeks. Just wanted to make this quick video about Bitcoin here, guys. Some people were wondering, how low could Bitcoin actually go down to, and just using the Fibonacci levels here and using some prior history of Bitcoin making 30% moves in the past, I believe that Bitcoin could go down as low as that level. There was also on the CME chart, there was this thing called a CME gap. That gap was at $39,000, and we've pretty much filled that gap. I can go ahead and show you guys real quick here what that CME gap looked like. If I the CME gap, or they call it the CME futures, it's a Bitcoin futures market, and that trades on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. The CME is why they call it CME gap, and that gap occurred. And we'll just use the daily chart here because that's where people are getting the gap from. That gap happened on Friday, December 1st. On the next day, it opened up, and not being the next day, but the next trading day was Monday, December 4th. So what happened was Bitcoin was trading up and down during the weekend, and it actually went up higher. And then because it went higher going into that weekend, on Monday, the CME futures market opened up, and it opened up at a higher price than where it closed at on Friday. And that created this little gap right here. And traders say that, oh, well, the gap has to fill at some point. The gaps always get filled. And it looked like that happened today. Looking at on Monday, January 22nd of 2024, we got a little red candle that wicked down to $39,345. So, it pretty much hit that gap. Yeah, with the gap being at 39,600. So we have the futures here closing that gap. So you could say that that gap has been closed. And we're looking at the next day being today. The futures are trading right now, and 39,000. We have 39,400 being the lowest level for today. So we could be due for a reversal in the Bitcoin market if traders treat this as a support area and support zone. We might bounce off of this and continue on going higher to higher prices. Or we might just continue filling more of that gap and going down to lower prices, which I said, 34,000 is how low I see Bitcoin going, and 36, 37,000 are also some key support areas that Bitcoin could get some bounces off of and get some support areas from. If you guys like this video, go ahead and click that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and subscribe. And if you like and you feel someone else might like listening to this video, please go ahead and share this video on whatever social media websites you want to share it to, or share it with friends of yours, this YouTube video. I appreciate the help that you guys give me by supporting this channel. And once again, this has been like another cryptocurrency video on the Meet Damien channel. I am Damien, and I will look forward to making more videos like this in the future. And that will be the end of this live stream here, guys. Hope you guys stay well, and remember to buy low and sell high. Okay, guys? Okay. And once again, this is not financial advice. Please don't treat this as a financial advice. I don't know your personal situation. You need to talk to a financial advisor before you make any trades off of whatever you heard on this video. Okay? Okay, guys, take care. I'll talk to you soon.